What's going on, home slices? This is episode 199 of What's Up, Flobo? That's that show we hate to sit around, hang around, and just talk about what's going on in life and all that jazz. But before I get into today's topic, I gotta say thank you so much for watching this episode and all the other episodes right here on YouTube. That youtube.com/Flobo Boys and that Boisterous Crew. Patreon.com/Flobo Boys. Crazy things are happening, coming up with new ideas all the time in the lab. Support the homie. Many ways to do that, but patreon.com/Flobo Boys is the way you can contribute the greatest to the cause, if you will. You can also do a one-time donation at buymeacoffee.com/Flobo Boys, because you know how it is out there. I love my coffee. This right here is a store brand El Cheapo stuff, but I have a pack of that Junior's cheesecake coffee on deck, thanks to JLJ, who will be on next week's episode 200 of What's Up Flobo. It's the end of the year. By the time you listen to this, it'd be the day before the day before the day. It'll be December 29th. The time you watch this one, all right, before we get to the new year of 2022. And it's crazy because on one half of it, it was like the pandemic year part 2, and time was weird, but it went really fast compared to 2020. We tried to go outside. Now we're back inside. I'm kind of in a self-imposed shy away social distancing in my apartment. I'm kind of that way normally anyway, but now I'm not even going to the grocery store, which used to be like my social interaction. I would go to the store, I would pick out some fruits and come on back and make it a thing. I'm not even doing that. Omicron variant is pretty serious. And a lot of my friends have gone down with it over the past week and a half. So I've pretty much been shored up in my apartment though. And I have done the Amazon Fresh delivery, so I'm pretty much locked in. But as I do this, my yearly tradition, this is really what I want to talk to you about this week. I like to do a bucket list. I have an overall bucket list of things I want to do before I die, kind of thing, which is cool and bad at the same time. A lot of the small things I have in that bucket list, I've got done. Only thing left is the big ones, like become a billionaire, and travel ones, which right now it's kind of dicey. But I also do ones for the year. I know people don't really do that to-do list. Everyone's kind of doing the opposite. They're doing the whole mindfulness, the wellness thing. Take one day at a time, take 1 week at a time. Not knocking you for about that life, but having clear objectives helps me to keep things in motion. Sometimes I look at things, I go, well, I don't really feel like doing that, but it's a lot easier than doing the other thing. It helps me to prioritize that. In fact, over the past couple of years, some things in some previous bucket lists, I'm looking at my old ones here, start a digital network. Got that. Perform comedy in new states. Done that. Have my DJ business be in the black. Done that. And I don't think I would have if I hadn't had an opportunity or a mechanism to keep myself accountable, to say, look, I got to get some of these things done. Like last year, I said, I don't read enough anymore. I want to read 5 books, which to readers, 5 books is a very, very small number to clear. But for those who don't read, that's a lot. and so that became a show, actually. It became Flippito's Book Club. I said, I'm going to go on this journey, and I'm taking my Patreon subscribers with me, and I get to review books every other month on that platform. I think we've done 8 episodes, which is way more than 5. That's right. 8 is way more than 5. But it wouldn't have even been a possibility had it not been me holding accountable. So I've been actually writing 2022's bucket list. I won't go into all of them here, but I want to do something with the new Amsterdam brand. I want to extend it somehow. I'm not really sure how. I'm kind of leaning towards esports, but that's a million and one ways to interpret that. I want to do another 10K virtual race. And for those who don't know, virtual races are when you apply to do a marathon or a 10K or whatever, but you do it on your own course, on your own time. You submit your numbers and you get like the medal and the shirts or whatever. So I want to do that at some point, and definitely more episodes of Flippito's Book Club. And there's kind of a lot of personal ones on there too, but that's just me. But the main reason why I'm talking with you this week is not to brag about that or to tell you how scared I am of the Omicron variant, or to really show my cool red New York Mets hat that I can't wear outside because everyone thinks it's a MAGA hat until I turn around. What I want to talk to you about is manifestations. That's just something I always had problem with, struggling with. I'm a cynical person. I don't quite believe in that. But I know a lot of my friends do the vision board. And the vision board, for those who don't know, which if you don't, you're lucky. It's when you put things out, things you want to be done or accomplished on a piece of construction paper or on a cork board, and you have it hanged up in the room to help you manifest what that life is. A lot of my friends have done that. A lot of people who've done it have said it worked out for them. Recently on Twitter, I did a poll. I asked, hey, look, do you think vision boards work for you? The answer was basically 2-1 that it doesn't. But that being said, even my own brother has one. When I was in New York last month or earlier this month, I forgot that he had one. It was on his wall of things he wanted to accomplish, things he wanted to do, and moods and emotions. And I don't quite see myself as someone that's doing that, a vision board, but I have to realize that at some point, maybe you do too, that we have to have an answer to when someone goes, what do you want? Right? You only get what you want. When I left home the first time, when I was 18, I moved to Florida, I wanted a job being an editor. And the reason being is that I was a finance major in high school, and my internship was at Citigroup at the time. I think they have a different name, but it was Citigroup at the time. And I was in the corporate or industrial editing department. And these people got to work with a bank, but didn't have to wear ties or suits, and they got to make little videos. I said that's what I wanted to do, and I manifested that, and I got that. And when I got out of undergrad, I was going to graduate school. I said, hey, I want to be a filmmaker. I wanted to be Cutmaster Brown, which is one of Spike Lee's editors. And I got out to LA or Orange County, and I became an editor. Didn't work out for me quite way. But it is kind of a weird vibe when I sit there and think about it. Everything I've ever asked for, I've gotten. Now, granted, I've been given it in ways where I go, that's not what I asked for. That's not what I meant. But I can't deny, hey, look, I want a career where I get to be myself. Well, I'm literally doing videos with my name in the corner of the screen. I don't want to have a job where I have to wear a suit all the time. I'm a wedding DJ. I wear a suit once a week. I want to be able to say that I have fans, not like in the possessive, egotistical way, but those who hold me accountable and say, hey, look, I like what you did before. What do you have next? I have that too. And so I think those were manifested. Those are manifested because there was nothing to pull that from. I was from a life, much like most first-generation Americans, like most minorities. And sometimes a lot of my female friends tell me this, that where it's like your job is to get a good job. And I said, I didn't want to do that. But what do I want now? What do I want to manifest now? And it's something that people have asked me on dates. People have asked me in the chat of my videos. People have asked me this when they see me in person, on the days I'm allowed to go outside in person. And a lot of times I don't know. I don't have a long list of answers. But I will say for those of you who are like me, who want something more, who don't feel the need or don't feel comfortable doing a vision board, that there's some things you do in the mind's eye, whether it's daydreaming or shower thoughts or toilet thoughts. I'm not really that kind of person. I kind of get in the bathroom and get out. But some people like to hang out in the toilet and scroll and stuff. I'm more of a shower guy of what's going through them. For me, though, Los Angeles, being bi-coastal, having 2 properties, looking outside of a cool view of my condo, being able to have more shows that actually impact people, to be able to not have to look at my bank account every day. That's always fun. I think those are things I think about. And I guess if I thought about them hard enough, I can manifest that to be the life I want. I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling here, but I feel like there's something that we can do in the middle, much like how I don't feel about affirmations, how I'm not a person that will get into the mirror and go, you are strong, you are loved, you are smart. But I am the kind of person that will get into the ring or get into the mirror and act like as I'm walking to the ring in a wrestling match, Please welcome from Brooklyn, New York, I think there's ways we could practically put what the vision board does to what we want to do. Yes, I won't draw things to put on a wall, but if I sit and think about the life I want, as if I'm watching a movie of myself living the life I want, me hopping in my pickup truck, going to the office, creating content for the brand and empire, hopping on my motorcycle to go over to a restaurant to meet with clients and signing deals. Maybe that might be the case. Maybe that might be the future. Maybe that might be the reality. Let me know in the comments below. Are you a vision board person? Do you manifest what your next steps are? Do you daydream what you want to be? Are you a shower thoughts person? I need to know all of this because maybe I'm crazy. Maybe being locked in for the 5th time in a year and a half is getting to me. I'm just kidding. Stay cool, stay safe. And next year, 2022, episode 200 of Wassup Flobo. It's going to be a special one featuring James Jr. It's going to be a blast. That does it for me. Support the homie. Buy a t-shirt over at flowbeatdale.threadless.com. New designs are on the way, especially in the spring. And I'll talk to you soon. Call your mother. Enjoy the new year if you celebrate. And be safe, man. That's all you can do out here in these streets is be safe.